Hello Libra, this is your August 16th, 2016 to August 31st read. For the main read, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Plumuna. And for the advice cards, I'm using the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. Decks have been pre-shuffled, so let's get right to it. I'm doing these reads a little bit differently now. I've decided that, having you be able to see me makes it a lot easier for you guys to read or understand what I'm saying. We got a double one for the overall energy. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Alright, now with your overall energies, where we're starting from, we got two cards, which I wasn't expecting, but hey, they're good the way I'm seeing them for you. We got the Ace of Cups, which is great emotional times. It can be from anything from a relationship or social times, being happy, a new pet in the family, things like that. Just great emotional things that mean a lot. Like for some people like me, I'm a dog lover. If a new pet comes in your life and you love dogs, for example, that can be a great thing. That can be an indicator by this card, depending how you feel about it. In this sense, though, I feel like it's going the same direction with a partner. Like what I'm getting off of this is like swimming the same way with the person you love, being on the same page, going the same direction, having the same goal. Even if a lot of times that isn't true, whatever the situation is between the 16th and 31st you're mainly dealing with, you are going the same direction and on the same page for this time frame. And this is an interesting card because the other card is the Six of Pentacles reversed. This, to me, feels like taking a chance. When I'm seeing it, it's kind of like, I feel like the money's flowing reverse. Like, instead of being charitable or giving out or giving a gift, I feel like you're taking a chance and trying to, almost trying to get it in a little slot there to get a payoff. I feel like you're taking a chance. And it very much feels like you're taking a chance. And you're both the same direction. Either you're taking the chance together, or you feel like whatever you're doing is taking a chance, which let's get a little farther deeper into this and find out what we're talking about here. Because when you start right off and around the 16th, it's enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's picking the fruits of your labor. You've garnered some fruit. You're getting some more. Things are going well. Things are going the way you want them to. An influx of money may have come. Maybe some social times. Is this Pentacles? It is Pentacles. I mean, typically it's a monetary situation or like somewhere where you're, even if it's like, if you do work on a garden, you're harvesting the fruit and stuff like that, literally, and the tomatoes or vegetables, whatever. It starts out really good around the 16th. The people around you, we got the High Priestess reversed, which I feel like you're getting the benefits of what you want, but the other person feels like it's falling short, like it's not as much as it should have been. I also feel like they're going to kind of hold back. Like, I feel like as we go forward, they're going to kind of hold back about that. Because this is the Five of Swords reversed, which the way I'm getting this information is instead of running out and saying what you feel, holding back and just kind of holding your tongue. But this is the person around you. This is in the line below you. So let's take a little look here, because going into session, this is how this is coming through, so you can see this. We got you with the harvest. We have the other person that thinks the harvest wasn't as good as it should have been. But I also feel like when this other person down here doesn't seem to be as impressed as they maybe should be, I feel like you take a moment to explain, this is what's happening now, this is what we've done, this is better than I expected to be at this point, like we're doing good. And you give like rational thought and thoughtful introspective thoughts or definitions, whatever you want to put. You like explain why, no, we're doing good and this is a good harvest, like we're not done, but like right now you're seeing the fruits of the labor, but there's more to come, things like that. Which I think is what calms the other person down. I'm also feeling like you're not really bothered by it. This card reversed, especially the way I'm reading it in this one, it feels like love is floating to the top. and you're not really hiding, and you're kind of keeping the situation kind of in a bubble. Like, I feel like you don't want people to know that the other person is not seeing how beneficial this really is, and you're kind of keeping that to yourself. You're kind of keeping it secluded. It's definitely the main situation may not be about the relationship, but since the relationship is kind of coming in as a factor, or the other person you're dealing with is a factor, I feel like that's making it very tough for you to not consider that person's feelings. And you're communicating with that person, but you're kind of shielding other people from knowing where that person is standing, because you don't want that to taint what's going on. Which works out to your favor. This is that person closer to the 31st. Like, the way you handle the situation puts them back in line, and I feel that they become extremely supportive and active. This is kind of the distance between these cards, but when you take your smart stance and explain how things are going well, how this is how it should be, this is where we should be, it's actually better than where we should be for now, they think about it, and after they give it like a few days to mull it over, they realize you're right, and they become extremely supportive of your direction and where you're going, and they believe, they understand, like, you made good sense here, and it sunk in, and it finally made sense to them. They're going forward with it too. So after you're done, you protect the situation and that person from being too well known about where they stand. And I feel like we have the Ten of Pentacles, and when it's reversed, like, I feel like you're holding a piece of fruit to yourself. You're kind of sharing that with your loved one. This card, a lot of times it's like it's hiding when it's right side up, and sometimes it can be a very good home life. It depends on what's going on. When it's reversed, I feel like there's a lot of good going on, but I almost feel like you're a little kind of aggravated with the other person at this point. I feel like as it's gone forward, you made good points and kind of set them in a good line and got them going. But I feel like it kind of sunk in on your side too, that they didn't believe like they should have, and it's kind of took a little bit of a root there. I would be aware near the 31st if you're starting to feel a little discontent with that other person, which in a lot of cases I think it's a partner. I really do think it's a partner. And if you're a little discontent with them, just keep in mind, at this point when you're kind of discontent, they're on board and you made your point. They completely believe you. They had a severe moment of doubt. Like, I feel like they were very vocal about it, but when you had to put them in line and say, no, this is what's happened, this is good, and you had to explain yourself, you set them on the right path. But I feel like it kind of bothered you that you even had to do that. So near the 31st, you may be a little agitated with them, kind of have that feeling of like, sure, now you're on board, but why weren't you on board to begin with? But realize they are fully on board, they're fully supportive. It's kind of like their way of apologizing by moving forward and making sure things do go well for you. Like, that's how they're trying to apologize I feel like instead of words, it's through action. Hopefully that helps. Let's get some advice cards out here just to see. Okay. 2 cards. We got 3 though. Alright. The fruits of your labor. You are extremely satisfied with that. And you are definitely right thinking your partner should be as well. You're definitely, in the beginning, like I said, you're going the same direction, so you're working together cooperatively. I just feel like your partner is feeling like more should have come of it. The situation should have turned out better. But you're definitely going in the same direction, getting things done, working together. And then this card comes up for you on the end of the reading when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles, where you might be a little... I'm getting like a feeling of agitation here. Of course, if you want to say your piece again, which I don't feel like that's really what you're going to do, but I feel like if you just take notice of what this person is doing for you and how you guys are working together, like, I feel like the movement together, because there's more cards here, which I'm not showing you yet. I feel like the movement you have with your partner is actually a good thing. I feel like this is more internal. I don't really feel you sharing how you're feeling. I feel like you're more agitated a little bit. just because you feel like it shouldn't have gone that direction anyway. You shouldn't have had to explain things. It should have just been taken as, as it was. Like, it should have been quite obvious in your opinion that things were going well. Take that activist into mind by watching the other person. Like, realize how much they're moving and activating based on your words, based on you. Like, when you explained it to them, it really, doubts they might have had even before this came to light, and you really helped the situation and healed it. It was a good thing that this came forward. It just might agitate you a little bit because you may feel like you shouldn't have had to. Especially with this going on, like, there's a lot of movement. Like, the other person around you, they're going to keep going. Like, they're definitely going to keep going with this. And you're keeping them motivated, and it's a good thing. I'm really feeling, though, a lot like they're explaining more through action than words about, like, having faith in you. And that might be where a little bit of confusion might happen, because I feel like they are definitely going the same direction as you, but because they voiced their doubts and that things didn't work out as fast as they thought they should, or as much as they thought they should, it kind of like throws things off for a second. And when they take your thoughts into account and internalize them and think them over, instead of coming back to you and, like, letting you know and having a conversation that, they do believe in you and they believe that you're right or things are going well, they don't go that route. Instead, they just go forward by your example, and they try to make it up to you by going ahead and making sure things work out and keep pushing forward and trying to show their support through actions, right? Through going forward. Again, when you get closer to the 31st, I feel like you're going to... I'm getting that again, like, it keeps coming back. Like, you might be a little agitated. You might even be having doubts and feeling like, you know what, maybe I need to keep some of this to myself, because the other person might not be as on board as I thought they were. But remember, they are. They're just not telling you through words. They're showing you through action. And I feel like you like to get along with people. And I feel like, especially after you've diplomatically explained how the situation's going, because I don't feel like you're being combative. I feel like the other person may be a little explosive once in a while, and you may feel like you have to calm them down. In fact, when they kind of go off about how they don't think the fruits are coming to the forefront as much as they feel they should, even though you see that they are on track and they're doing extremely well, they may be a little bit more expressive than you like, and it may make you extremely uncomfortable. You do squelch the situation, but I feel like it kind of, like, it might sit there with you for a while, and it might kind of make you a little nervous, almost like you might have to come back and deal with it again. But again, at the end, realize the action they're taking, like, this comes above you as advice for you, but it's above this card for them, which makes me really feel like if you could just, take note, watch what they're doing, like, take real close notice to what they're actually doing, and I think it'll put it in perspective for you and make you feel a lot better. Okay, that is your August 16th, 2016 to August 31st read. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those below. Or if you'd like a personal reading from me, a video read I would email to you, go ahead and shoot me an email at jamesforastral@gmail.com, James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.